Hello, my people. Waiting the happen, waiting day. You know how we do. Click on that red button, man. Let's show some love. Before then, welcome back to our channel. Ciao, peace. Happy birthday to Word MC as she clocks 50 years old. She was born on the 9th of July 1970. I remember when she sent me a message on IG wishing me a happy birthday. I can never forget that day. One thing people need to know about Word MC is how humble she is. Thank you, Word MC. We miss you in the Nigerian entertainment industry, but that's a story for another day. Happy birthday once again, ma. I wish you more life and success. Moving on to the next one. In my last video, we talked about Hushpuppi Lawyer. If you really want to know more about this man, you can go watch my previous video after this. No doubt we know that the lawyer is one of the best in Chicago and he has many years of experience in that field. Of course, Hushpuppi could afford a lawyer like that who seemed to be competent for the job. But here's another thing that's surprising. The lawyer said that Hushpuppi was running a legitimate business and that the FBI kidnapped him from UAE to USA, that UAE Dubai, right? He claimed his client, Hushpuppi, is innocent of the crime he's been accused of because Hushpuppi is into real estate and he's also a social media influencer. The lawyer, using his Instagram page as example, that's Hushpuppi's Instagram page as example, said those expensive clothes, shoes, and cars are brands and companies who paid Hushpuppi to help increase their company's sales with his over 2.4 million followers. During his Forbes interview, he said, contrary to what his client is being accused of, Hushpuppi didn't or never took part in any fraudulent activity and that he's an entrepreneur. He's helping brands promote their product as seen on Instagram. The lawyer admits during his chat with BBC that though he is not 100% familiar with social media and his children consider him too old, but he knows that's how people make money today. I'm guessing the only way the lawyer could convince the judge is to provide proof. Of course, I know that, right? And also call on the brands to show proof. I'm talking about the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, all those people to, show proof or acknowledgement of the whole thing that, Hushpuppi is actually helping you guys, promote your product. And about his claim on Hushpuppi being kidnapped, he told BBC during an interview that since Dubai has no extradition treaty, that's UAE, with the United States of America, they have absolutely no right to move Hushpuppi to United States. Remember, we talked about that in one of my videos before we finally confirmed Hushpuppi's extradition. The first news about his extradition came as a rumor, which I said it's unconfirmed at that time, but I was able to show you all that UAE has no extradition treaty with USA. Well, after 2 days or so, we got the confirmation that Hushpuppi has been extradited. But one thing most people kept saying was that since Hushpuppi was just a legal resident and not a citizen, the UAE has the right or has every right to sign and approve his extradition. Now, Hushpuppi's lawyer is saying that the US didn't act legally. A spokesman for the US Department of Justice said that Hushpuppi was expelled from Dubai and was not extradited, although the spokesman did not answer how he ended up in US prison, like in US custody. But Hushpuppi's lawyer, responding to that, insists that the US had no authority to transport him from Dubai. In his words, if Dubai wanted to expel him, they should have expelled him back to Nigeria. I have never heard of anything like that. That is the real story here. In my opinion, the FBI and the government here acted illegally when they kidnapped him from Dubai without any legal process to do so. There was no extradition There were no legal steps taken. There were no court documents filed. It was simply a call to the FBI. He is not a citizen of the United States. The US had absolutely no authority to take him. That's exactly the words of Hushpuppi's lawyer. Now, take note, the word here is extradition. The lawyer is furious that the Dubai police even have the boldness to include extradition in their statement when clearly it is illegal what they are doing to Hushpuppi. When they ask the Department of Justice spokesperson why the Dubai police included that in their statement, his response was simply, you will have to ask them about why they called it an extradition. I have no answer to that. Guys, let's read some comments. First comment here. That's so true. They don't have the right to extradite him to the United States. Since he's not a US citizen, he should have faced the law in Dubai where he committed the crime or extradited to Nigeria. US no go agree if not their citizen. The lawyer is making sense. If truly no proper court document was signed, he may have committed a crime against the US, and even if FBI were to take him, they must seek for permission from Nigeria before doing that. Next one is legal counsel is just making noise. Wait and prove your case in court. The burden is on the prosecution. Okay, these kind of steps are ways to tell you all that matters are settling down gradually. And last, some people will be completely pained. Why wasn't he taken to Nigeria instead of USA? No be Nigerian him be. So that is it. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below.
Ever since I could remember, I've always wanted to be a defense attorney. I don't fear the prosecutors, and I don't fear the judge. My first jury trial, when I left the state's attorney's office, was a murder trial. This was not something many people early on in their profession could say they experienced.
And here is about Magoo. Remember, Magoo, the former EFCC chairman, is being investigated over corruption. By the way, I have that in my previous video too. You can go watch it. He's being investigated by a special presidential panel. And like I said, he was detained. Now he's reached out to the Inspector General of Police asking, for his release on bail. He said, you guys need to release me on bail through a letter sent by his lawyers, right? Mr. Magoo has been in detention since Monday. According to reports, Magoo has been appearing before the presidential panel from detention of police facilities in Abuja since his arrest, and now his lawyer is requesting that Magoo be granted bail on self-recognizance. Well, that might be difficult for you to understand, some of you though. This means that Magoo is promising that he will show up for future panel meeting or any court appearances on this matter, and he will not engage in illegal activity if granted his freedom. That he's just going to be obedient throughout the whole investigation. Few hours after this report, immediately out of the blue, we got the report again that the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, directed the immediate withdrawal of all police operatives serving at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and that the exact number withdrawn be replaced immediately with new operative. Can you imagine? Now they are thinking that these guys are also corrupt, so they need to replace them. Cleansing, you understand? According to the order, only staff of EFCC should be allowed access into the building, while withdrawn police personnel must report to the police headquarters on Monday. What are they trying to do? Because in the statement that was released yesterday in that report, they told us that Magoo is guilty of favoring his boys, because there's a clique they call the Magoo boys. So now, are these guys Magoo's boys? The guys that were asked to report in the police headquarters on Monday, are they Magoo's boys? That need to face the panel too? We don't know. Let's just keep our fingers crossed till Monday, okay? They really want to frustrate Magoo. For real, guys. All right, guys, moving on to the next one. Immigration blocks 58 Nigerian doctors from leaving for the United Kingdom. According to a statement signed by immigration spokesman, the doctors have no visa for entry to the United Kingdom, while only 2 had valid visa. The statement said that the NIS, that's the immigration, had received no notification from the Ministry of Health in Nigeria or any known medical body of the doctor's itinerary. The immigration added that it will not allow individuals or groups of well-educated Nigerians who should know the procedures for traveling out of their country and the requirement to flout relevant laws, especially amid a coronavirus pandemic. The chartered flight, the immigration said, has already left without the doctors. Okay, guys, that is it. Let us move on to the next one. And here is about entertainment news. When the news about Naira Marley buying his 5th house hit social media, the first comment I saw was, is this guy into real estate or what? But after that, the remaining comments were about, Naira Marley doing Yahoo Yahoo. Some even said that EFCC is watching. They're coming for you. For some people, Naira Marley must be really into Yahoo and just buying properties just in case he gets caught. Still, there were a lot of comments congratulating him. Recently, Naira Marley made this known through his social media page that he has 5 houses in Lekki. All I can say is congrats to Naira Marley. All right, guys, that is it. Let us move on to the next one. Ned Nwoko, Regina Daniels' husband, takes his whole house out for shopping, including Regina Daniels, in a new video posted on social media. I think this is just Ned getting the whole family ready for Regina Daniels' child naming ceremony, because few hours after, we saw pictures online, okay, from the child naming ceremony. Guys, let's watch. Popular South African rapper aka has tested positive for coronavirus. As soon as you feel that cough coming on, that headache, weakness in your muscles, chills at night, trust me, go test ASAP. There's places where they do the swab at the back of your throat, not that insane up your nose one. Do it so you can know what you're dealing with. It was later, confirmed that AKA is down with COVID through a press statement. All right, guys, the last one here. Guys, I just watched this and I think it's funny. Let's watch this.
This article for now, me personally, article is what I want for now. So no more Buhari, no any other person. Whether he's a thief or he's not a thief, that is none of my business. Somebody that can steal and give to me, that is what I want. Yes, even though he's a thief, I'm very...
we are fighting.
Okay, guys, so that's it. Let's move straight to the question of the day. The question: whose album are you anticipating the most? First, Wizkid. Second, Burna Boy. Third, Olamide. And fourth, Davido. Leave your answers in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Until we see you next time, peace out.